What's up, DarkAvengerINCPlus? JLGhoul here, coming at you with another in-depth review. This time I'll be reviewing Red Hood and the Outlaws, issue number 22, Against the Essence of Evil. This is a really cool cover here. We've got Corey, Starfire, and against Essence of the Outcast. And quick shout out to Blue Goblin here, because you know Starfire is his girl. And we got a lot in this issue, and most of it is kind of just going back to the Untitled, which was touched on in Lobdell's run of Red Hood and the Outlaws, and kind of cleaning it up and actually making it a lot more interesting than it was in the beginning. Because, you know, before, in Lobdell's run, it was just kind of the Untitled were this group of pure evil that Jason's mentor, Drekka, had taught him to defeat, and it turns out that Drekka and Essence are also actual members of the Untitled, but they were able to purge the darkness from themselves. Or at least keep it under control. Now, we see here, I'm going to go into spoilers actually. In here we get a lot more of the League of Assassins. We get to see the Assassin City, and we get to see kind of just the different personalities each assassin has. We've got Shiva, who of course is the one who mentors all the assassins. She obviously has like a cocky attitude, like, I don't need you, I can take down the Untitled by myself. We've got Ben, Bronze Tiger, who has faith in Jason, who really sees his potential and truly does believe that Jason can lead the League of Assassins to help defeat the Untitled. We also have Cheshire, who's kind of just, I wouldn't necessarily say happy-go-lucky, but she seems kind of just relaxed and chilled about this whole thing. She's kind of just like, whatever, I'll do whatever needs to be done, but we're gonna have fun while doing it. She just seems really kind of quirky and fun in a killer assassin type of way. You know, we all see Ubu and stuff like that. It's good to see Ubu again. I'm a fan of the Racial Ubu League of Assassins stuff, so I'm glad they're bringing this into the fold. And it was cool that we actually, you know, we get a refresher. Because Jason, obviously, he doesn't have any of his memories, so he doesn't know how he got brought back. So Ubu tells him pretty much, Talia al Ghul sensed your potential, and that's why she resurrected you and brought you back to life. She tossed you in the Lazarus pit. And pretty much, he pretty much tells Jason that Talia saw that you'd be able to learn from the entire ways to defeat the Untitled, because you are very determined and very strong-willed, and you could definitely take them down. And because he learned, well, we know that Jason doesn't, as readers of the series, especially if you've been keeping up since the beginning. Because Jason lost his memory, he doesn't remember that he learned from Drekka and the Outcast how to kill the Untitled by summoning that, like, magic sword, the Blade of the Outcast. But Jason doesn't remember. And we get more backstory on the connection between the Untitled and the League of Assassins, and it turns out that in this situation, as twisted as it may seem, the League of Assassins are the good guys, because the Untitled are basically a ancient race of people who discovered this thing called the Well of Sins. The Well of Sins gave them great power and immortality and unparalleled amounts of just sheer power and dominance, and basically, the Well of Sins actually is the original Lazarus pit. And so when Ra's al Ghul trained with Drekka many centuries ago, she told him the secret of the Well of Sins, and he promised that he and his assassins, that he would raise an army to protect the Well of Sins, to keep the Untitled from ever getting a hold of the Well of Sins. Because if not, if they were able to get a hold of it, they'd be unstoppable. They'd have unparalleled amounts of power, and the world could be destroyed. And so what Ra's did was he built his city, the city of the assassins, around the Well of Sins, and he basically formed the League of Assassins to protect this well. And so their job is to keep the Untitled from actually getting access to this well. Starfire finds this out through a confrontation with Essence, and Essence tells her the whole story. And when Corey tells her that Roy has been employed by the Untitled to take down the barriers of the Assassin City, Essence is like, "Oh shit, we have to stop him. We have to stop him." And long story short, no spoilers. Even though I've pretty much spoiled the whole book, I'm not gonna spoil the cliffhanger. But it's about to get real. Jason needs to definitely step up and take this down, because in this instance, the assassins are actually good guys here. They're like anti-heroes. So I definitely want Jason to side assassin rather than Untitled. This was a good issue. It was fun. I really enjoyed the art here. The coloring was nice. Um, and you get more background on the assassins, and you just I think the funnest part of this book has to be, like, my favorite assassin in this book has to be Cheshire, because she's just, the stuff she says is just so fun. It's just like, you know Jason, maybe you should bring your scruffy ginger friend over here, because he's like, I feel like we could have a lot of fun together. And she still has his hat, which I think it's funny because I hated the hat on Roy, but it actually looks kind of cute on Cheshire. And she tries to put it on Jason's head, and she's like, "Nah, you're not the hat type." It's just really funny. I like her, and considering her pre-New 52 history and how she was before, and her connection to Roy, I want to see how that plays out. This was a good issue. If you're enjoying Red Hood and the Outlaws, definitely pick this up. This is great. I really enjoy this series. If you're a fan of any of the Outlaws or of the League of Assassins stuff, you definitely want to pick this up. This is a good issue. But it wasn't perfect. But it was very fun. I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. Definitely enjoyable, and if you're reading the series and you're enjoying it as much as I have so far since Tinian has taken it over, you'll definitely enjoy this, and I recommend you pick this up. Alright, so Red Hood and the Outlaws gets a 3.5 out of 5. Tell me what you thought about this issue in the comments below, and that's it from me, guys. Until next time, subscribe to DarkAvengerINCPlus, subscribe to my individual channel, J. Al Ghul, and subscribe to the rest of the IncPlus fam individually. Got Blue Goblin on both his channels, Blue Goblin 01, and his channel where he does his main comic reviews, which is Blue Goblin X. You've got the Mount Vernon Kid, always does great reviews, keeping it real, 100%. And we've got the Bagging and Boarding Bad Boy and the Geek Chic Comic Mystique. I hope I said that right. I apologize if I didn't, Chloe. But Fat Stack of Comics. They're great. Follow them on Facebook. Follow IncPlus on Facebook. Got Spider-Man 1991, of course, last but not least. The web slinger himself. Great reviews. Definitely check him out. And subscribe to Dark Avenger Inc. Plus if you haven't already. Alright guys, that's it for me. And until next time, this is Al Ghul signing off for Dark Avenger Inc. Plus. And remember, once a comic book geek, always comic book geek. See you guys later. Peace.